Well, I promised, didn't I? A little late on the delivery, but here we are. Welcome to episode 5 of Monsters Misguided, sponsored by the Deck of Minis Humblewood Kickstarter. As we already know, goblins can adapt incredibly well to any environment they can be found in. But what if they don't adapt? What if they instead develop skills and abilities independent of where they are? This is the case some of the time. Some goblins just lack the ability to adapt as quickly as others, so they instead rely on other influences to give them a leg up. In this episode, I'm going over a new batch of possibly overpowered battle goblins for you to throw at your players. To start, let's go over the crystalline Juggernaut goblins. Juggernauts are something of a mystery. There are many theories as to how they got their signature crystal rams. Some say they were cursed for their greed, others say it's a chemical response from touching hazardous elements all day, but one thing's for sure, they pack a punch! Each Juggernaut benefits from their unarmed damage being up to 1d10 plus their strength bonus. Their AC also gets up a bit, thanks to the giant popsicles. The massive crystals also mean that they move slower, at only 20 feet per turn, but to make up for this, their attacks are made with reach. Stand back. They can also attempt a ground pound attack, forcing everyone around them to make a dex save or take some damage and fall prone. Finally, they're capable of performing a lunge attack, jumping their full movement in any direction and dealing damage to anyone they hit along the way. Some have even been known to have special elemental crystals, dealing fire or ice damage. Now, if brute force isn't really your cuppa, we also have the Hawkmaster goblins. Hawkmasters may seem like a funny concept at first. You know, little 3-foot tall green guy covered in feathers, squawking at a bunch of birds. But once you feel the wrath of his little army, it's not so much fun to laugh about. Hawkmaster goblins make use of a trained swarm of birds to attack and defend. Their birds give them a higher AC, the ability to hover 5 feet off the ground during any movement as a bonus action, as well as a ranged swarm attack. The Hawkmaster's swarm attacks reach 40 feet and deal 1d6 damage. With them, they're able to make a multi-attack for 2, spreading the damage around to the targets however they choose. As a bonus action, they can command the swarm to take one more attack. On top of all that, they get to use the reaction to inflict 1d6 damage upon those attacking them with melee. Be sure to cover your eyes. The birds can get hungry. Okay, I get it. Little too druid for you. What if we went in the full opposite direction? Machinist goblins are goblin enemies that utilize a powered exosuit to get their hands dirty. The suit can throw explosive barrels, lift incredibly heavy objects, and withstand more melee damage from non-magical sources. The suit's strength also gives it quite a powerful punch, so watch out. Once you break through the exosuit, however, by either brute force or by exploiting its weakness to lightning damage, the pilot pops out. The goblin pilot is no more physically powerful than an ordinary goblin, so once it ejects from the suit, it's easy to overtake in any fight. The pilot can also initiate a self-destruct sequence where it pops itself out of the suit and forces everyone within 40 feet to make a dexterity save. Those who fail take 3d10 points of fire damage as the suit explodes in a massive fireball. Fun stuff. Now, a goblin type that can fit into almost any squad is the Pyromaniac. Pyromaniacs are a force to be reckoned with, armed with dynamite, mines, and a knack for leaving things in more pieces than they found them in. Their dynamite attacks, which are considered proficient in, have a thrown range of 30 to 60, and deal 1d10 fire damage to whoever they hit. Each pyrotechnic goblin comes equipped with 10 mines for them to use. Setting or throwing a mine requires an action, and it can be remotely detonated as a bonus action, dealing 3d6 piercing damage to anyone within 10 feet, should they fail a dex throw. Better yet, anyone who fails this save is thrown back 10 feet and knocked prone. Succeeding the save negates the prone condition, but you're still thrown back. Furthermore, in the spirit of the archetype, the pyrotechnic goblin can expend a mine to enhance a jump. As an action, the goblin can throw down a mine and explode it underneath itself, causing them to soar through the air. Good for reaching cookie jars. That's all I got for today. I hope you all enjoyed. I'd like to give a big thanks to my sponsor, thedeckofmini.com. Their Humblewood Kickstarter is only a few days away from ending, so go show your support for their new campaign setting. It features fantastic art, new bird-like player races, unique monsters, and a whole adventure tailored for levels 1 through 5. There's way more that I skipped over, so go check it out for yourself. You can learn more at humblewood.net, link in the description. Anyway, I hope that these new goblin combatants spark any interest in you. These are of course more springboards for your own ideas, but you're welcome to use them as they are. No guarantees on whether or not your party will survive, again, bird brain can't balance. If you do choose to use them straight up, you can find the stat blocks on my Patreon in about a week's time. They're already there for patrons too. That's all from me, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.